Yo, what's going on YouTube? I don't have my mount. I don't have a car mount. I don't even have my regular GoPro mount. So we're doing this vlog style. Hopefully I can get the angles right. Make sure this shit looks good. But we're on our way to the gym right now. What are we doing? We're doing a little bit of everything. It's gonna be a mobility day specifically, with some plyometrics at the beginning when I'm fresh. I'm really doing this just to make sure that when I leave for Latam tomorrow, actually, that I'm just as ready as I can be for the tournament. So we got that. I'm actually leaving tomorrow morning for Miami, and it's gonna be pretty sick. I think it's gonna be a good tournament. I really believe in the group of guys that we have. I've met most of the team already in Oshawa, and just a great group of guys. Everybody on that team was just phenomenal, like on and off the ice. Like everyone was just honestly, truly just a great group of guys. So I'm just making sure that this guy trying to move into my lane now. I'm just making sure that I can be the best possible version of myself for them, not only them, but for their families as well, because this is important. This is something where we're representing not just the name on our backs, but the country on our front. And I really take that seriously. This is something that means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. And yeah, I've worked really hard to be here. And I really think that we're gonna have a lot of success this week. I think we're gonna do very well, and I'm proud of the team up until this point. But with that being said, we're gonna hit, like I was saying, plyos, some mobility, get some strength through length, that concept that I was talking about. I actually went back and I watched my video. I must have put the video speed in double speed when I recorded this, so hopefully I didn't do it again for this one. But when I was talking in the car, it's like ×2 speed, and I was like, fuck it, it probably looks funny if I just put it in there. We'll just throw it in there. But yeah, on that note, I'm also still dealing with issues with YouTube trying to pull my videos for copyright. It makes no sense, because it does make sense, but they should allow me, through my appeal, they should allow me to have my videos publicized in public. The issue was that the background music in the gym was just copyrighted. It was just too loud. It was coming through on the mic, and YouTube thought that I was using it in my videos. Well, I mean, like, I guess technically it is in the background, so I am using it for the video, but it's a public space, and unfortunately every single gym in America has music in the background. So if you're a fitness influencer or somebody that's just recording in the gym, I think that should be allowed. I think that's public space, especially if it's coming through the radio. So YouTube, let me play my shit, man. Come on, what is this? So with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the gym. On to the plyos. Peace. Oh shit. All right, fuckers, this is the French contrast method. So basically, you're gonna do a strength exercise followed by plyometrics. Usually it's about 5 by 5 to get like the maximum results, or whatever you guys wanna use, like correct terminology. But French contrast method is basically where you take a maximal strength exercise and then superset it with the plyometric. The reason why you do that is because when you're building that strength base, it helps with your plyometrics, helps with your vert, helps with everything like that. So there's a good reason why you do the strength right before the plyos. So this will be the warm-up, obviously, straight bar, but we're leaving tomorrow, so we got to get some shit in. All right, throw a plate on there, start warming up, then we'll head out to some more plyometrics. All right, so the warm-up was full range, like ass to grass, but the actual real set is just going to be to the bench, just because I want to keep some continuity between the plyometrics and the strength. That way, you just optimize your gains. So we'll get quickly right into it. All right, that was pretty light. We'll throw another plate on there and get the next one going. All right, we're keeping it 3 sets, 5 reps. We're gonna keep it relatively light on this one, but the main focus of this is you wanna explode through. You don't wanna do this slowly. So it's a power building exercise. It's not bodybuilding. All right, last set. We're throwing 3 plates here. Okay, so the purpose of the French contrast method, going from a strength exercise straight into a plyometric, is, as I was saying before, it's building power in that area. The reason why I like to go slow on the way down and then explode on the way up is because it builds up that tendon strength in your knees. And as a goalie, the nature of the position, I got fucking tripped by the bench here, but the nature of the position is you're in an internally rotated position at the hips where you're hunched over almost in like a deadlift position, the rounded back. That way your core is engaged the whole time, because if you have posterior tilt like that, like the Instagram model, like butt arch, that's the complete opposite way that you want your spine extending. I was a victim of that. I used to have a really big arch in my lower back because I thought that would give me more mobility, and it does, but it's a false mobility. You derive a lot of your internal hip rotation through your low back that way. And when you have your core tight and you're not in that posterior pelvic tilt, you're anteriorly pelvic tilted, that way your pelvis is in a stable position so it can move freely in that hip capsule. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not just rambling and you guys were able to follow that. But this really helps with goaltending because you're building that power and that explosion, and as well as strengthening your knees and tendons. So let's get enough of the fucking yapping. Let's get straight into this. Keeping it kind of light. If I was gonna go heavy on this, we'd go above 4 plates, but because we're leaving tomorrow and I don't want to be incredibly sore because I've already put in a lot of work, I'm going to cut back on the weight a little bit. So let's get into it real quick. Nice. All right, on to the next one. Okay, we're gonna be doing some lateral movements here, using these lines to really just help me out. What I'm doing is I'm gonna be doing single leg skater hops going from line to line. I'm gonna do 5 each side, and then I'm gonna jump to the middle and do 10 reactive jumps. So as soon as I touch the ground, I'm popping right back, I'm going up. So first one, just gonna be the warm up, just popping over, getting used to landing in your hip, in the foot, and just really making sure you have a stable position before you explode back over to the other side. And then we're gonna add some weight to it. But this is the first one. All right, let's throw a 25. I just said throw a 25 like I'm fucking doing this with a bar, just picking this shit up. All right, another key for you athletes out there, especially goalies, but this could go for every athlete that's really doing a lateral movement drill or have a lot of lateral movement patterns in their game. Make sure you have a target that you're looking at before you jump. So make sure your eyes connect, lock on, and maintain that visual attachment to that specific area, and then make your movement. So when you watch me go, I'm making sure I'm focused on whatever it is that I'm looking at or the target is when I'm jumping. It's got a 45. Now, another key for this exercise is you want to make sure that if you're specifically building power, oh fuck, shit slipped, it's wet. If you're building power, make sure that each set is performed with max intent. So if you have to take like 2, maybe 3 minutes of a rest, just to make sure that you're fully recovered, your breathing is right, do that, and then get right into that lift. Makes a big difference when you're building for power. Completely unrelated to lifting, something I like to remind myself is the moment that I'm in right now, years ago, was something that I used to pray to be in. So with that in mind, taking every moment and really appreciating and having respect for the work that you put in is really important, because it allows you to realize that as a person, you've matured, you've developed, you've become better. And that's something in my life that I constantly pursue. Stuff like this, to a lot of people and even myself, can be scary. The opinions of other people judging you for recording in the gym. And you know what? And I realized a long time ago that in order to get to where I need to go, I have to be comfortable in every situation that I'm in, regardless if it's on the ice or off the ice. I truly believe that the person you are off the ice translates to your game on the ice. You have to have a warrior's mindset and a warrior's mentality when going about things. It really makes a world of a difference. I'm getting a call. Hold up 1 second, it's my dad. All right, now this exercise right here is great for people who have a lot of lower back pain, whether it be in their right or left side. Optimally, you're gonna be doing this for both sides. So pretty much, you're gonna wanna start out with your outer wall, like your obliques here. Pretty much reach over as far as you can, and then twist your body down until you touch the floor. You should feel it right in this outer side right here. Twist right back up, and then center yourself. That's one. So we're gonna do 8 each side. All right, let's go heavier. So at this gym, a common theme is going to be, did I actually pick up the rake's weight? Because every single fucking one is scratched out. So you got to go and look at like the 45 and kind of judge it. All right, the right one should be 50. Hopefully it's not another 45. But it is what it is. All right, same thing. All right, so a lot of low back pain is actually caused from the muscle group called your quadratus lumborum, which is basically like a four-sided block that's like deep inside your like low lumbar spine. So the reason why it's such like a tight muscle group is because you rarely ever work it. And a lot of the times your workouts are around rounding your back, and that's like a bad thing. Like the general consensus is like rounding your back is a bad thing. It's in actuality, it's really not. Like a lot of your movements, especially in like you're doing wrestling where you're picking somebody up from the ground, you're not going to be in like a deadlift position all the time. A lot of the times it's dead weight that you're picking up, so you're going to have a rounded back. Same with goaltending. If you're in that position, a lot of the times you have to actually round your back in order to make certain saves. So strengthening your back in a rounded position is actually really beneficial to your overall health, not just in the gym, but outside of it as well. So the exercise that we're doing, hopefully it's 65. Like I was saying earlier, half these fucking things are sketched out. I don't even know what's in most of them or what most of them are. So I think it's 65, but it could be higher, it could be lower. We'll just fucking do it. All right, this is a great superset exercise for your lower abs. It's just gonna be lower leg raises and then hip flexor raises right after. So the reason why I like to do this after low back is it kind of stabilizes that low core and reinforces that anterior pelvic tilt instead of a posterior one. So let's get right into it real quick. Fuck, that feels good. All right, because this shit's closing down and I want to get out of here, I'm gonna fucking rush through these last ones. Not rush, but not take as much rest in between. So with that being said, let's fucking get it. Actually, it's a better spot. That way I'm not ear raping the mic. Fuck. All right, last fucking set here. This 40 right here. Let's try and go for 6. All right, that's it. All right, now because I was just straight mobility today, pump's not gonna be insane, but still gonna be pretty sick. So. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.